lovely people! Today's video is a bit of an informative one. Now many people, myself included, are afflicted by a phenomenon known as siblings. I envy anyone who's a single child. Now I have studied these creatures for most of my life, and I have begun to classify them by their behaviors and habits. Indeed. So I've compiled a partial list of my findings, and I hope someone finds it useful. At the very least, hopefully you'll get a laugh out of it. Even if you are a single child, I'm sure you've known people in the past that share many of these qualities. Starting off our list, we have the informer. These creatures are strongly disliked, as well as feared by those who have the misfortune of coming into contact with them. Their diet includes the guilt of others, as well as deep, dark secrets. They are also known to be migratory, always residing within the hearing range of the authoritative figure. This predator will actually remain docile a majority of the time. However, their true nature comes forward when they sense someone is in the wrong, and they will hone in on their target, usually a sibling, like a shark smelling fresh blood. This creature is so stealthy that their poor prey doesn't even realize the danger they're in until they hear the battle cry. I'm telling! No, don't! But by then, it's too late. The prey may try and beg and plead with the informer, but to no avail. The authoritative figure has already been alerted, and the prey can only hope that their fate is quick and painless. Next is one of the most common types of sibling, the Annoyance. This species is a scavenger that tends to pick at every single sane cell in a person's body. The specific behavior varies between each nuisance, but common actions can include and the classic, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you. Unfortunately, not much can be done to avoid the annoyance. However, some have found that simply ignoring the scavenger leaves them bored because they can't obtain the desired reaction that they wanted out of their prey. Some are more persistent than others and will continue to peck. Hey. 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 Until they get the desired reaction. Hey. Hey. What?! Your face is stupid. Now we have the tantrum thrower. Feared by both prey and authoritative figures alike, this specimen is both temperamental and unpredictable. Similar to the informer, the tantrum thrower's true nature lays dormant for a majority of the time. But once they are in the presence of a necessity, they will stop at nothing to get it. I want that. Too bad. Their primary form of attack goes by many names: hissy fit, meltdown, but the most common being tantrum. Now, every tantrum is different. Like a snowflake, no two are exactly the same, but common attributes can include and when these alone do not help them achieve their goal, they combine their efforts into what is known as the mother of all tantrums. I want it, 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 I want it! There are two common ways to deal with the tantrum thrower. The first is to just give them whatever they want before all hell breaks loose. Fine, here. However, this may lead them to evolve into what's known as the spoiled brat, but I'll elaborate that at another time. The second is to stand firm and not give in to their shrieks and screams. This has actually been proven to be more effective in the long run, though it does take time for the behavior to change. Next, there's the eternally bored. Known as the buzzkill of the animal kingdom, the eternally bored is a constant source of negativity that can hamper any mood. This creature will be so overcome with boredom that they will seek out any form of entertainment, also usually a sibling. After finding a suitable target, they will barrage their victim with a series of, "I'm bored," and, "Will you play with me?" until the sibling complies with their wishes. Fortunately, they are so desperate to relieve their boredom that they will pretty much agree to anything the sibling suggests. Please. Fine. Do you want to play Jenga or something? Okay. Unfortunately, they usually get bored of the activity within about 5 minutes. Jenga's boring. I want to play something else. Do you want to play Monopoly or something? Okay. And the cycle repeats. Forever. Finally, we have the intruder. This is what happens when curiosity and no concept of personal space meets. Though they are a nuisance, the intruder is relatively harmless. However, they do tend to touch and grab things that can grab their interest. Depending on their diet and hygienic habits, this can leave a sticky residue behind, which alerts the sibling that someone who shouldn't be has been in the vicinity. Authoritative figures are also alluded to the activity of the intruder when they hear a subtle, "Get out of my room!" The best solution to their habits is to simply lock the door, if that's possible. This concludes my first installment of my guide to siblings. I say first because I obviously couldn't fit all of them into one video. But if this sounded like any of your siblings, or if you could even apply these characteristics to yourself, let me know which ones they were. And together we can try and make it through this sibling epidemic. But I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye! I want to do something. Okay. How about we play a game called Last One to Jump Off a Cliff is a Rotten Egg? Okay.